Okay. So our Chicago style pizza has been in the oven for 45 minutes now. And as you can see, we've got this nice golden brown crust. Our sauce has reduced down, and then all that cheese in the middle has melted very nicely. And so now what we're gonna do is just kind of get it all ready. So I'm gonna pop my springform out, and sometimes you'll get like the crust sticking to the side of the springform, and so all you need to do, is just take your knife and sort of work around the edges like this to get whatever little bits are sort of stuck to that side unstuck, and that should get it. Let's see if that worked. Yeah, there we go. And just like with any pizza, you want to wait about 5 minutes or so to cut it. So we'll come back to this pizza in about 5 to 10 minutes because it's still cooking on the inside. You want to let that rest and let that that cooking just kind of finish it off and do its work, and then we'll come back and cut this. All right. So our pizza's been sitting for about 5 minutes. It's properly rested, and now we're ready to cut it. And so when I cut these pizzas, what I like to do first is get them up off of the bottom of the springform. And there I've just, sometimes you have to work under it a little bit. And then to cut this pizza, what you want to do is just take your chef's knife and just kind of saw right through like that, okay? Sometimes you can go over this again with like a pizza cutter or something, but you want this kind of sawing motion so you get a nice like clean line. Cutting these can be really challenging sometimes. Then we just kind of work it apart, and you've got that pizza kind of moving like that. Okay, and you can see that cheese, that's what you want to see in the Chicago pizza, that nicely melted cheese working for you. So we've cut our pizza into 6 very nice, hearty pieces. In Chicago style pizza, you can have one of these for dinner. It's kind of the ultimate reheat leftover pizza, partly because one of these gets you a whole lot of food. And then the other is that this stuff really reheats very, very nicely. It's a lot like a lasagna, where the flavors kind of gather and it gets better on the second day, actually. So I'm just going to finish this off, grate a little bit of Parmesan over the top so that it looks all kind of fancy and has that nice little bit of dry, salty cheese right on the top there. And then I will just pick out a piece here that I want. Oh no, okay, I guess we didn't cut it well enough. Let's pull that out. And there we have it, Chicago style pizza. And as you're looking at this, see how we have a nice kind of light crust on the side? It's just sort of spongy, and that's gonna give you a really delicious slice of pizza. All right, well, I hope you've enjoyed.